Hey there, Brady here with your daily tennis lesson. So we're looking at slice on ground strokes this week, and honestly, I've kind of been putting this lesson off for a while, maybe a year or two even. But we're going to look at the slice on the forehand side today. I think the reason I like to put it off is because I just love the modern forehand. I think there's so many ways we can use it. There's so much variety that going to a slice on your forehand side, definitely not the first option, not even the second option. But let's have a look at it today. The first scenario that I would use maybe a forehand slice in is returning a really large serve. All right, most likely somebody's stretched me wide with a big slice on this deuce side here. And again, simply to just kind of absorb the pace of the ball, slow the rally down, get me comfortably maybe somewhere back close to the center, I'll just put, you know, what likely is a little bit of a lengthy forehand volley on the racket. I mean, let's be clear, I don't want to go over the technique of this shot, but I am in continental grip. And this is why it lends to maybe not using it all that much is, you know, I start my return of serve in a forehand grip. And so to go to that slice return, I have a grip change involved, you know, and then I got to change my swing thought. But ultimately, you know, if you can just visualize your racket making a little bit of a lengthy forehand volley move off the bounce when you're seeing a big server, again, they'd have to really put you in a bad spot not to stick with the forehand. But something where you just reach out, definitely more of a block return, recover in. I think you could use some forehand slice once in a while for some value on the return of serve, okay? The second time that I might use this would be extreme defense. And notice what I said there. It's not defense, it's extreme defense. Buggy whip gets me out of trouble. You know, even an off-balance windshield wiper can get me out of trouble. That's defensive. When we're talking about extreme defense, I can't put a stroke on the ball. This is likely what you've heard is a squash shot with the pros. They're just, you need the reach of this open racket angle. So it's open and I can't put a stroke on it. So I'm likely so crossed over and extending as far as I can that this swing becomes very much a squash shot where I'm just putting a little chop on the ball. It's going to amplify the spin, which is a little scary because as we know, underspin can just get up and take off on you. But again, if you're in an extreme defensive position, you're likely thinking you might miss the shot anyways. So it's worth a try once in a while. If you're so stretched out, you know you can't engage your legs and your body on the stroke, go ahead and on the stretch run, switch to that continental grip and go for that squash slice forehand. Third, and definitely the most viable play with a slice forehand would be drop shot. You know, it's obviously still continental grip. The reason I probably don't use a slice drop shot as often as I use a backhand slice drop shot is primarily the setup. You know, I've got to have the ability, if I want to beat a good player with a slice forehand drop shot, I've got to disguise it. I've got to be able to take the time to prep my forehand, show that I'm going to hit a bigger ball, and then change the grip and enter into that slice drop shot. With a backhand, my slice backhand, as we know, looks the same in prep as my slice drop shot. So there's definitely more disguise on that side. But, you know, with that being said, if my opponent is so far off the court to one side and I see a wide open front space in the court and I'm hitting a forehand, all right, little grip change to continental. I'm obviously shallowing out the plane of the swing, holding that grip looser, ultimately doing what I do on that backhand side to create this ball that lands shallow and kind of sits soft. But again, these are options that I wouldn't, you know, throw out there all too often. I just think it's limiting your game hugely if slice on the forehands creeping in all too often. But those would be the three that I think I would sign off on once in a while, okay? So, hope that was super helpful. Please click like below this video, and if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. as well as check down below me in the description of this video. You'll find the link to 3 free courses that Mark and I have put together. I think you'll find those really helpful as well. All right, so until next time, be well, and we'll see you soon at Daily Tennis Lesson.